Welcome to Thriver TV, the place to break free from narcissistic abuse with quantum tools and understandings. There is an incredible power that we have to harness creation. This is activated by being willing to lose it all to get it all. Today's episode is all about this ultimate step of being able to fully let go of what isn't serving you and become the magnet and generator of what will in the highest way. But before I explain this to you, I'd like to thank you for subscribing to my channel and supporting the Thriver mission, and also remind you that if you haven't yet done so, please do. Also, please give this episode a thumbs up if it resonates with you. Right, let's get into this juicy topic. I want to start off by explaining the limitations of the mind. Our mind gets in the way. It snaps us off from the power and the laws of creation by wanting guarantees and absolutes. The brain's mindset is, show it to me and then I will believe it. But this turns creation upside down. It doesn't work this way. The reason why it doesn't work this way is because the creation of everything in your life, as your life, is coming from your inner universe and then flowing out to generate itself with your outer universe. If you are waiting for the physical reality in order to get your beingness, then you have it back to front. It's likely that you will be a long time waiting. No one taught us this. No one taught us how to define our values and truth and stand in them, to be them in order to receive them. We were taught to research, learn, look at statistics, try to come up with all kinds of strategies and safety nets and hang on to something even if it isn't serving us, and then try to have something new that is better to transition into. In some ways, this can be very sensible and applicable, such as staying in your old job while looking for a new job, or working within your existing profession and after hours getting your own business going. However, in relation to situations where we are being soul violated and even destroyed, and staying where something is not our soul truth, this isn't serving us. We may hang on because we think that there may not be something else to go to. Or maybe we're looking for a life raft to come along before letting go. And of course, we're trauma bonded, which is the case when dealing with toxic relationships and narcissistic abuse. Being stuck in situations that don't serve us can also relate to a state of ourselves that we may be struggling with. An example could be an addiction that you're using to self-medicate away the pain. It's not the truth of your life, and maybe you're trying to establish new patterns while still indulging in the addiction, yet it's not working. The reason why your life does not transform from emotionally painful situations that you are still participating in is because you're not yet willing to lose it all to get it all. I relate. It used to be terrifying for me too. Now I know when something or someone becomes not my reality, then it's time to lose it all to get it all. I've got a really cool story to share with you about this, which was to do with my recent one-day workshop in Brisbane. Myself and the MTE team were just about to board the plane, and we didn't as yet have a photographer for the event. And Eva, my gorgeous staff member, was corresponding with a photographer who we could get at short notice. This photographer started demanding all sorts of unrealistic things. It was clear that she was unhinged and totally entitled. We didn't have anybody else lined up and we were running out of time to find somebody. Yet I said, enough. We are not going ahead with her no matter what. I knew 100% I would not compromise myself, my team, my mission, or anything to do with my life with somebody like this. whether we could get another photographer or not. And this woman exploded when we told her we didn't want her services. And this totally confirmed that we'd made the right call. And then, in the most synchronistic way, we connected up with a photographer who went beyond the call of duty, and he was a total delight to work with. This was a spectacular and total example of being willing to lose it all to get it all. Now let's understand the deeper quantum truth about this. Okay, so why is lose it all to get it all so powerful? All of us have patterns, limitations, and programs where we can hand our power away. It's where we're not being and standing as our true self. The reason why we do this is because of lack, fear, scarcity, or poverty consciousness. And our inner beliefs and brain synapses wiring are aligned with these limiting beliefs, which means that we're stuck in these limiting programs. Let me give you an example of this. Let's say a woman named Jenny has a history of connecting with unavailable men. To get on a new inner love code and relationship trajectory, a very powerful way to do this would be for her to be willing to lose it all to get it all. This would look like this, anchoring into her values and truth, and expressing to a potential love partner who was not showing up something like this. I am only interested in a dating experience with somebody who is available to date and see where that goes. If that's not you, that's fine. But otherwise, if it's not the experience I'm looking for. And she needs to mean it. If he doesn't step up or makes excuses and justifications or pulls away from her, there is no going back into the old pattern of trying to get love and attention from people who are unavailable to give it. Just as was the pattern with her mother, who was unavailable to love her, no matter how much Jenny tried to be loved. But the mind is tricky. The mind will follow the body. Meaning the old subconscious program of the people I love ignore me, Jenny's mind will make excuses and justifications to try to fulfill the validity of the existing inner being program by trying to be loved by people who ignore her. She might blame herself, think that she's being too hard on him by setting up boundaries, and make all sorts of justifications to keep participating in her old inner love code, which of course is wrong town. Or she could meet all of these funky and painful feelings in her body with quantum freedom healing, which is NARP, to release and reprogram them and emerge as completely clear and powerful in the knowing of, if you are unavailable, you are not my reality. That is the answer. Graduation achieved. And by doing so, Jenny was willing to lose the old order, go empty, and start aligning with her new, healed, up-leveled truth and reality, and stand there. By doing so, the almighty cogs of the universe now shift to match her inner being. They say, this is who you are now being. I will grant you more of that. This is the truth. Your outer universe is relating to your inner universe always. When you understand this, you know how powerful it is to lose it all to get it all. And then, absolutely, Jenny is now able to attract in and be attracted to and generate a relationship with an available man. Because she is being it, now it can come. That is exactly what become means. I really, really hope that this has helped. If this is starting to make sense to you, I want you to pause this video and write below, I get this. I really get this. I want you to know that this is only the beginning in regard to just how unlimited and powerful your beingness is to create your true self-reality. And I am so excited to share with you that I have an upcoming Super Thriver live event on March 23rd to 25th in Melbourne, Australia, which is all about this on steroids. And I can't wait for you to check it out and join me in these 3 days of absolutely mind-blowing, life-altering breakthroughs. So you can check that out by clicking the link at the top right of this video. And as always, I look forward to answering your comments and your questions below. I love this topic. I find it so powerful in my life, and I know you will too. So until the next one, keep smiling, keep healing, and keep thriving, because there's nothing else to do. Lots of love. Bye-bye.